Hi guys, this is Shobana once again. And in this meeting, I would be talking about social media content management and its process. So whenever we onboard any of the clients to the social media, we actually go a series of steps. We'll have a look on it. First is actually the optimization. We optimize the cover image and the profile image. If the brands or the companies who have their presence on the social media, the first thing we do is that we optimize their cover image and the profile image with a high resolution content or a quality of the image or a video kind of a format. Then we optimize the about us session. We just give a short storyline of what the brand is all about, and we just give a short insight of what is the brand and what the company does actually. And we just integrate the locations and the address of the brand or the company. This actually acts as a local my businesses, or it plays promote for local my businesses also. And the second one is actually the content ideation and the content creation. You can create a number of content. It can be regardless of its format. It can be of image, video, and blogs. When it comes to the video, I actually wanted to give two important aspects when it comes to the video post or the video advertising. One is actually a 15-second or a 30-second. When you don't convince the audience or the customer within the 15 second or a 30 seconds, you are lost marketer. You should be clear and convincing enough the audience or track the attention of your audience within this 15 second or the 30 seconds. And the second was actually the long form of a content and a short form of a content. The long form of a content can be it can be of anything. The company person talking about his business, or if you have gone any press meets or interviews, such kind of videos which is more than of a 30-second or a 1 hour of a content can act as a long form of a video, and this can be distributed on the YouTube. And if you find something so interesting on the long form of a video, you can distribute the short snippet of that particular content onto the social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. So the short form of a video traffics to the long form of a content or the pillar content. And third one is actually a blogs. And if you're optimizing your website for the search engine optimization, you ensure that you consistently post a blog, because the blog will actually create a better visibility of your website. And we create ad copies and ad description for image and video. I'll just show you the clear picturization of how the ad copies and ad description resides. So the ad copy is within the image itself, and the ad copy should have a date of the text on the before video. If you impose too much of a content onto your ad copies, Facebook algorithm would not do such kind of a post. So ensure that you get a sticking with the 20% of text rule. And the ad description is a detailed insight of what the ad copies or image actually is said to be as an ad description. When we write an ad description, we actually stick in with this IDA format. IDA is actually the advanced desire, the action. And this post was actually done during this quarantine time. So the first snippet of the content for the awareness, we just give message from the brand perspective like that. We wanted to stay you at the home, and you can have your favorite coffee safely in the comfort of your home. This was actually some kind of awareness we're giving to the followers or the loyal and followers of Toronto's Coffee House. And interest is like we are persuading them to buy or make some kind of a purchase. So whenever people think about coffee, the aroma comes into the mind. So we have given content in such a way that order your very own pack of your Meadows coffee or aromatic coffee powder exclusively available on the Zomato. So, and for the desire is like wanting it, or it is a wish. So I've given a desire content of like you can make your own filter coffee and you can fight your quarantine boredom. It's actually a desire. And finally, it is a call to action. and we haven't inserted any call to action onto this post. The call to action can be either of the Zomato link or the website where the actual sales process or the purchase happens, and this is the call to action. And Gugan,
Yes. Yes,
Gugan,
Yes, Shobana. Yes, Shobana.
I'm getting some external voice.
No, I have stopped it. I've muted it. You
Okay. Next one is actually piggybacking the trends. Piggybacking the trends is actually said to be as a topical marketing. And rather than posting a normal or a regular type of a content, brand can actually go ahead with the trends that are being done on the internet. So something that goes viral on the internet will talk more of it, and brands enter into those virality content and gives a right message to this relevant trends. I'll just show you certain example of what we did for our clients. So this was actually the trend that gone viral on the internet, which is a Dalgona coffee. So the post we made for the Metros Coffee House is actually the Metros Coffee House is a cafe and a coffee shop. So the message we communicated is Dalgona coffee is a new and it fades eventually whenever the trends goes up. And our filter coffee or the authenticate filter coffee is actually a permanent. So this was actually the brand communication we made it out of for the Metros Coffee House. And for Pi Music, we did for social distancing, where so during the quarantine or the corona period, people were more of talking about the social distancing. So as a brand, we have to create some kind of awareness about the corona. So we just go ahead with this kind of a content like Pi Music player is getting distance by itself. And this got viral 2 days back when Elon Musk named his baby with some captchas. So brands are getting so crazy when it comes to topical advertising or piggybacking the trends. And I found this too was very crazy on the social media when I look for the this kind of topical advertising. One is actually the Durex and another one is actually the Paytm. So I have shared for you how the brands are getting crazier when it comes to the topical advertising and content distribution. Ensure that your content varies across each platform. If you are posting content on Facebook, don't replicate that content onto the Instagram and LinkedIn. So each platform has its own nativity and it has its own contextual. I'll just give another example. If you're posting a video onto the Facebook has a limitation of that you can post only a square kind of a format. When it comes to Instagram, IGTV, the video format varies. And when it comes to the LinkedIn, you have a limitation of that you can post only 5 minutes of video or a 10 minutes video. Within a 10 minutes video, you can post. So when it comes to the image or image kind of a stuff, Instagram have a swipeable format. When it comes to the LinkedIn, you can convert these swipeable images into the PDF and you can roll out as a swipeable post onto the LinkedIn as well. So when it comes to regional advertising or regional marketing, you can communicate with your vernacular language or a regional content. If you wanted to target your tier 2 audience or tier 3 audience, hello or the Chatchat or the best platform, you can target your audience. You can go ahead with regional content like Tamil or Hindi or Telugu, etc. So this is actually the content distribution. And final thing is WAR metrics. WAR is actually a weekly analytical report. We often send this to our clients every week. So we actually calculate the reach, impression, and the post views and page likes for each post. So let's just go ahead with what is metrics all about. So reach is actually total number of the people who have viewed your post or ads. It is said to be as a reach. If your post has been viewed by 300 people and the total reach for the particular ad or a particular post is 300. When it comes to the impression, it is how many times we popped on your newsfeed. If my ad or a post which has been appeared for more than 5 times on your newsfeed, it would be calculated as a 5 times of its reach. So, and more of this impression would be higher than that of reach. Post engagement or rather than liking the post or hitting card, the emoji buttons, comments, and shares also play a crucial part when it comes to the posting engagement. And we actually calculate this kind of metrics when we send analytical reports to our clients. And post click. Post click, I'll just give you an example of post click. And the post click for Madras Coffee House, and the hashtag I would use is best filter coffee or a coffee or a coffee time or a coffee break. Some of the people who were searching with this relevant hashtag, and they found my of the post is more compelling and interesting or amazing, they would give a like or a hit a like, or they can actually visit your page also. So that is actually considered as a post click. And fifth one is actually views. Views is like how many people have viewed your advertisement, such that. And page like is you have overall insight for the page like, and you ensure that your page likes are being increasing. And if your page like is getting decreased and you're going somewhere wrong, so as a marketer, ensure that you are more of having an eye on your metrics. And this is what I actually wanted to say, and this is what we actually when it comes to content management on to the social media. So this is the end of this session. I hope so.
Shobana, can you stop your screen?
Yeah.
So thank you, Shobana, for the amazing session. I think we handled a lot about how we handle our clients and how we, piggyback trends to, gain traction from the already organic availability that is available limited on the social media platforms. So if you guys have any questions specific to social media management and content creation, you can shoot it to Shobana, and we'll be happy to answer you. And Shobana will be ready to give us some insights about your questions. So we have around 15 minutes to have the Q&A session. So anybody can throw it.
Hey, this is Madhumati.
Yeah,
I have a doubt in. Shobana, you told that like through blogs we can increase the traffic to the page, something like that. So, and I have heard it also like at many places, but I want to understand how does a blog help your page, because they are two different entities, right? Are they? How do we connect both a blog and this page?
Shobana?
So when it comes to the yes.
Can you turn on your video, Shobana?
No, my camera doesn't work here.
Okay.
When it comes to search engine optimization, you actually use more of keywords onto your blogs. So if you integrate most of the keywords, your blog has a better visibility when people searching for the relevant keywords on the Google search engines, etc.
So it all depends on what keywords we use in a blog, right?
Suppose I'm writing a blog for a Madras Coffee House, and the keywords we preferably use is best coffee shop near me, a coffee shop in Chennai. So this kind of keywords we mostly use for off-page optimization. So we integrate these keywords onto the blog, blog, and this actually performs or crawl your website when people are searching for certain keywords, and there is a higher chances that your website get appeared on the first list or a first page.
Yeah, that is what happens when you optimize it. That part I understood. I want to understand how this blog is actually helping. See, now when you use this keywords in your blog, so when you use this best coffee shop near me, when they search, either the blog should come or the website of Madras should come.
No, sometimes the blogs appear if you're expecting a descriptive kind of a stuff. At some point in a time, your blogs get a visibility, higher visibility, a chance of a higher visibility there.
So in that blog, we speak about Madras Coffee House also, and that is how it reaches people. Is that how it works?
Yeah. And if you have seen Reach Skyline blogs, if you go and search for the topical advertising or a topical marketing onto the Google search engine, our blog will get appeared. You can have a clear example of how the blog actually works. And I have also tried yesterday for searching for a topical advertising or a topical marketing, and our web, I mean like our medium presence on the, I mean like our presence on the medium has a better visibility when we use the keyword called as a topical advertising. You can just go and see with this keyword called as a topical advertising. You can see our blog get appeared.
Okay, like now I understand. So it is a blog from geekfinance.com.
Yeah, Madhumati, I'll just add on something. So technically,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
there are these things where different content types are to be shared on social media platforms. So let's say I'm posting a photo one day and I'm posting a video one day, and the other time I'm posting some polls, or I'm trying to engage them with some contest and giveaways and blah blah blah. So I have to
Yeah.
appeal to every single customer who likes to watch videos, who likes to watch photos, and who likes to read. So there are people who also want to read, like something written text out of the brand that is being a spectrum. So once you write a blog and share it on your social platform, a lot of people who understand or who like to read will go to the website and they'll try to check it out. So that is one of the ways that we can drive traffic to the website. And once they go to the blog, they'll obviously are into the website and they can go to browse all the other platforms, such as they can go to the rest of your shop and they can go to the homepage. They can check out the contact address of the place. So it is one of the ways that we drive traffic to the website. So it's all about using different content formats to create awareness and then ask them to go to the website to check out more. So that is how the social media platform works.
Yeah, got it. Thank
So
you.
it's not just for the SEO, but also to create traction in terms of attention drive.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Madhu. Thank you so much. Does anyone have you any questions? We still have 10 more minutes, I guess. I think we have a lot of new faces on the meeting today. I think Amarnath is new and Rajiv Ranjan is new. Hi Amarnath, hi Rajiv, hi Deepak. We were talking about it.
Hey Gugan, how are you doing?
Hi Amarnath. Do you have any questions for us, Amarnath?
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
No one. I'm good. I just joined in for a few minutes, so catch up in the next meeting when you're doing it.
Sure,
So.
sure. Great to have you here. Raju, do you have any questions?
And
No, sir. Actually, I don't have any knowledge about the content writing and the other things.
Okay.
So first, I have to learn about that.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so if there are no questions, we can end this episode.
So I have a question.
Yeah, Manasa, go.
Actually, all the other competitors, like all the other websites, also try using the same keywords, right? Most probably the same we'll have. So how do we manage to be the first one appearing in the Google search?
Shobana, can you try to answer or do I give an answer?
Yeah. Rather than doing on-page optimization, we have a lot of off-page optimization also. We do directory submissions, classified submissions, and we do some external activities also in order to make your website get crawler onto the first page or the first list of your Google search engines. This is not only onto the on-page optimization. You have the off-page optimization as well. Anything which you do within the website, it is said to be as an on-page. Anything if you do outside the website, your social media acts as a backlink for your search engine optimization or for your website also.
Okay, so it completely does not depend upon the keywords we use, right? Like the on-page optimization.
On-page optimization, which you do within the website. If you integrate a plugin called as a Yoast, you can perform your on-page optimization. So you can go ahead with integrating your keywords onto your meta tags or a meta description. That is actually quite different from off-page optimization.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Manasa, I'll just add on. So on page is a single time thing. So you want your website to rank in a certain way, and you'll tell Google that this is what I'm going to do, and these are the keywords that I generally associate with. And off-page optimization is something that you do, externally apart from your website to drive traffic from other sources to your website. So the number of traffic that you bring to the website and the number of content and the engagement rate will determine how your website will rank. So your question was specifically, I might be doing the same thing for my coffee website, and my competitor who is exactly into the same niche will also do the same keywords. But the strategy will be different and the frequency of working on SEO will be different. So let's say I am posting one blog per day and my competitor is posting like 2 blogs in a month. So obviously the frequency of my blogs and the number of people who will be reading my blog will be higher than his 2 blogs per month. So the frequency and the traffic that it brings. So for example, if I'm posting every day, I have a probability of bringing at least 300 people just because I am writing every blog on every single day. So, but the other end, the competitor might bring, like 20 people for one blog, and it can be like 40 people per day. So per month. So this will differentiate into some sort of factor where the more intense you get, the more traffic that you get. So if you take websites like Starbucks or brands like KFC or McDonald's, and right now Swiggy, Zomato, Just Dial, they do a lot of SEO because you search for best plumbers in Chennai, and the first thing that pops up is Just Dial, Suleka, and the other Urban Pro and websites like that, because they invest a lot of money. They put like crores and crores of money into SEO so as to crawl on the first page of the internet. So if you want to compete against that, you have to have such a team that you can bypass them on the platform. So it is not necessarily possible because they produce traffic through paid ads, they produce ads through traffic through email marketing. So there are a lot of factors that determine how your page will rank. So a lot of people these days consider that, okay, I'm doing SEO for the past 3 months, I'll rank first to the page. So it also depends on the competition and the intensity of work they put on the competition as well. So it is not just very simple, white or black. It's a combination of a lot of colors.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope that was good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we'll have time for one last question. Nimya Murali, I think this is the first meeting I'm seeing you inside.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, Nimya?
No, sir. Actually, I joined at last minute only.
Yeah, but it's okay. You can ask last minute questions. You don't mind.
No, sir. Still, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Next time I'll do.
Sure. Thank you. Okay, this was a great session,
Okay,
guys.
thank you, sir.
I appreciate your participation here. And one sec, I think Praveen, I should have a question. If I want to change my meta description or tag on the on-page page, if it is possible or not, and also in the SEO, we have to change the description daily basis or not. So the meta description and meta tag can be changed, Praveen, and it is not necessary that you have to do it on a daily basis, but it purely depends on your competition, because if your competition is doing it on a daily basis, then you have to compete. If he's running in a 40 km per hour speed, you have to run 41 km per hour speed just to get ahead in the competition. So it totally depends on who your competitors are, because you cannot compete with burgers in Chennai in comparison to cycle for rent in Chennai, because McDonald's, KFC, they all sell burgers, and if they are doing SEO in a large scale, you cannot compete with those chains. But if it is a very niche, for example, you are selling fountain pens in Gindi, so that keyword can be having less competition and less number of traffic being searched by people on the internet. So it depends on that, and you can change the meta description, but the time that it takes to apply all these things into your website and align it to your website, it takes quite a bit of time. So that is how that works. I hope I answered your question, Praveen. Thank you so much. So that was Praveen, and thank you Shobana for this amazing presentation, and we'll close this one. I think if every one of you can turn on your camera for 1 second, we can take a small photo of this so that we can post it on social media, if that is okay. Hi Praveen, Ashir, been so long. Thank you Manasa. Thank you Rabin. Deepak Pandian, thank you. இப்படி எங்கெல்லாம் பார்க்க விட்டு சாப்பிட்டா வயிறு விழுந்துடும், உங்களுக்கு ஒவ்வொரு விழுந்துடும். Thank you Angel, thank you for being in the episode. Madhumati, can you turn your camera on?
Let it not be, no? Please, let's be like this.
Ram?
Not today.
Ram is on the phone, I think. Okay, say hi for the camera so that this will be a screenshot. Leslie, Manasa, hi please.
Hi, sir. Hi.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for being in the video. I hope it was useful for you. I will see you again in another video. Bye bye. Take care. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.